Hey everyone, welcome to this week's live stream. I'm so excited to be back doing this with all of you. So before we get started, I'll just wait a few moments. So if you're here with me, please let me know. Let me know where you're from and let me know if you've got any requests for this week. So if there's any poses that you want to work on, if there's anything else like that, just let me know. I have my computer right in front of me. So see, Love Eat Love ASMR is on. So hello, welcome. Let me know also how you guys are feeling. So it's starting to get a little chilly here in Toronto. It's definitely feeling like fall. So if you guys are feeling like something a little slower, just let me know. Otherwise, we can pick up the pace. So I'd love to hear kind of what everyone's energy levels like this morning, and otherwise we'll just go with mine. I also want to just take a few minutes to talk about the September challenge that I'm running. So I am doing a September challenge on Instagram, basically just to build some healthy habits back into our lives. I know with everything kind of going on in the world right now, a lot of our routines have been turned upside down. And so I know that I was a really bad culprit for it as well. I wasn't drinking enough water, and I wasn't always sleeping enough, and I definitely wasn't going outside every day. And so even though these are pretty easy habits, I think that we can build. It just adds some discipline back into our lives so we can have ourselves feeling better. And honestly, we've been doing it for, what's the date today? I think it's the 11th, 10th, something like that. And anyways, for the past, I guess, 10, 11 days that I've been doing it, I really noticed a big spike in my energy. And so I really encourage you guys to try it. It's never too late to start building healthy habits. So definitely feel free to join. All right, I'll wait maybe another minute or so just to kind of let everyone come online. Again, if you just joined, let me know that you're here. Let me know what you want to focus on today, if there's any poses or body areas that you want to work on, if there's anywhere that's feeling a bit tighter or more tension, then I want to hear about it. And also just let me know your energy level. All right, so why don't we get started? So what we'll do is we'll actually just start in child's pose, just kind of get connected. So when you're ready, just coming onto the mat. Feet together, no preference on your hips. So if you want them closer together, do that. If you want them farther apart, do that. So just find something that's going to feel really good in your body this morning. So from here, just slowly extending the arms out and heads coming down to the mat. Now from here, you can option to bring the hands back if that feels better for you. So just find something that makes you feel grounded. Just breathing here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and let it go. Exhale. As you inhale, I want you to think about lengthening, finding space in the body. And as you exhale, just letting it go. One more here. Inhale and exhale. All right, from here, what we're going to do is walk our hands over to the left. Hey, Jesse. All right, I see you. Glutes and hips. So we'll make sure we do some glutes and hips today. So just coming over to the left, again, dropping that forehead and just feeling this slightly in the right side of the body. I'm feeling a little bit of a stretch here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. All right, coming back to center, and then let's walk it over to the right side. Dropping that head again, and just feeling this in the left side of the body. Nice little stretch to start waking our body up. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. All right. Coming back to center. And then let's come into tabletop. From here, we're just going to do a few rounds of cat and cow just to start opening up the spine. Start, again, just waking up the body here before we start flowing. And hi, Farouk. I'm really glad you joined. From here, looking up, inhale, coming into cow. And then slowly coming into cat, arcing the spine here, looking down, breathing out. Inhale, looking up. And exhale. Going at your own breath here, maybe adding some side movements if that feels good. Just moving the body in any ways that might feel good to kind of open it up this morning. Inhale and exhale. All right, from here, why don't we go right into our downward dog. So bring those hips back, maybe starting with a nice deep bend in the knees, starting to wake up the hips here. Pedaling out the feet maybe, just starting to open up the body, seeing what downward dog feels like. Notice what your calves feel like. Notice what your hips feel like. And what your shoulders feel like. So are they feeling tense today? Are they feeling lighter? And then use that to help guide you through the practice. So just breathing here, maybe choosing stillness now. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. All right, stepping to the top of the mat. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, folding over the legs. From here, maybe taking a bit of a wider stance. We're going to grab our elbows, or maybe grabbing our toes, or maybe going under. Just trying to find any bit of forward fold that's going to feel good for your body this morning. Dropping that head, and maybe even bending those knees. So I want you to just find something that feels good. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. All right, from here, we're going to go into our yogi squat. So maybe taking the legs a little bit wider and dropping those hips. So from here, maybe you're coming into prayer position. Maybe you're using the hands here to help support you a little bit. Just breathing here. Starting to get into the hips here. Option to kind of move back and forth if that feels good, or just choosing stillness. So just take this at your own pace, trying to get into the hips, finding something that feels nice. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. From here, slowly using those hips, coming back up, straightening the legs, and coming back into your forward fold. Maybe grabbing the elbows here, or maybe clasping the hands behind you this time and taking a bit of a shoulder stretch here. Just finding something that feels good for your body. Breathing here, maybe nice deep bend in the legs, or maybe straight. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. All right, if your hands are clasped, slowly moving them, taking them out of the, oh my gosh, totally screwing up my words here. Taking them out of your clasp. And then let's inhale all the way back up. Coming back to standing, and exhale here at mountain pose. All right, so I think we're feeling a little bit more warm, so why don't we pick up the pace a bit. So we're going to inhale, arms up, and exhale over the legs. Inhale, flat back, look up. And exhale, step or hop to the back of the mat. Coming down into your chaturanga. Inhale to upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Staying here for 3 breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Right leg lifts. Coming back. And knee to nose, using that core. See what you can do. See if you can get the knee to touch the nose. And bring it back. Now we're going to do right side, left side. So bring that knee to the right side, above the elbow. And exhale back. Inhale, crossing it over. And exhale back. Now stepping the right foot between the hands. And let's bring it up into high lunge. So breathing here, core is tight, tucking that tailbone, and watching that that leg is nice and straight. Nice active arms here, breathing here. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. From here, we're gonna do a couple lunge drops, I guess. So bringing the knee down, inhale, and exhale, bring it back up. We're going to do that 2 more times. Dropping it here, inhale, exhale back up, inhale, and exhale. Inhale back down, and this time we're going to go into half split. So bring that leg back and just folding over the leg. So breathing here, finding a nice hamstring stretch here. Maybe walking the hands out a little bit farther. Trying to look up and over. So bring that chest over. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. From here, stepping back into lunge. Coming back into our high lunge. Breathing here, 2 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. All right, let's flow back. Bring the hands onto the mat. Legs coming back. Maybe doing your 3-legged chaturanga or not. Coming down. Inhale to upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Catching your breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last breath here. Inhale. And exhale. All right, we know what's coming on the other side. So left leg lifts and knee to nose. Crunching in that core, starting to fire up those abs. Exhale the leg back. Inhale left side. Bringing it back. Inhale right side. Exhale back. And then stepping that foot to the top of the mat. Coming into our high lunge here. Same thing, core is fired up, tucking that tailbone, and then making sure this back leg is nice and straight. So feeling this in the hip flexors. Breathing here, inhale, and exhale, inhale, and exhale. All right, time to do these drops. So we're going to inhale and exhale. Inhale back up and exhale, coming back down. 1 more like this. Inhale and exhale. I guess actually we've got 1 more and coming down. So from here, we're going to come into our half split. So coming back and folding over the leg. So just breathing here. Looking over and breathing here. Trying to get this nice hamstring stretch here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. All right, coming back here and then coming back into our high lunge. So 2 more breaths and then we're gonna flow it out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And bring those hands down to the mat. From here, left leg comes back, maybe coming into your 3-legged chaturanga, or maybe not. Coming down, inhale to upward dog, and exhale, downward dog. Catching our breath here, inhale, and exhale, inhale, and exhale, inhale, and exhale. All right, this time, right leg lifts, and back knee to nose. Trying to crunch that in. Right leg comes back. And then again, stepping it to the top of the mat. From here, what we're going to do is come into our lizard pose. So bringing that right palm on the inside of the leg. And then slowly moving that right leg out just a little bit farther. So from here, this might be where you're staying today. Option 2 to drop the knee here if that feels good. Or keeping that knee up if you want a little bit more fire happening today. So from here, some other options are maybe lifting the bottom of the foot up and bringing this sort of knee out towards the side. Just make sure your toes and your knees are going in the same direction. Other option here is coming down onto your elbows and making sure that if your leg is straight in the back, that it is nice and straight. So holding here, inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale. All right, dropping the knee here. From here, we're gonna try and do a quad stretch. So just see how you go. This can be really tough if you're really tight in the quads, but we're just gonna try it anyways. So option to just stay here and hold it if you're feeling good in this position. Otherwise, if you're with me and you want to try this quad stretch, we're going to start bringing that foot back behind us, watching that our knee, you don't want to be like right on the knee. You want to be on the top part of the knee, the fleshy part. So right here. And then from here, coming back with our right hand and trying to grab that foot, bringing that foot closer in towards the glute. And giving yourself a nice stretch here. Should feel this in the hip flexors, should feel this in both legs. So just breathing here, inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale. All right, slowly letting go of that hand. Bring that foot back to the mat, maybe hearing a little bit of a pop. And then slowly coming back off the knee on the left side, and then bringing that foot all the way back. Now let's flow it out. Coming down into our chaturanga. Inhale to upward dog, and exhale, downward dog. So just breathing here. Inhale. And exhale, inhale, and exhale, inhale, and exhale. From here, lifting that left foot back, knee to nose, bringing it back, and then stepping that foot to the top of the mat. From here, bring that left palm to the inside, and we're going to do our lizard pose on the opposite side. Hi, Amandio. From here, what we're going to do is just keeping that leg nice and straight in the back, and maybe this is your pose today. Other options are starting to maybe bring the top of the foot up, The foot can be sort of on an angle, and then moving both the knee and making sure that the knee and the toes are in the same direction. So from here, this might be where you stay today, and otherwise coming down onto your elbows. So holding here, watching that you're keeping that back leg nice and straight, and then again, option to come down onto your knee. So breathing here, inhale, and exhale, inhale, and exhale, inhale, and exhale. All right, coming back, you're on your elbows, maybe coming back to the palms, and then we're gonna try that quad stretch on this side. So again, this can be a bit challenging, especially if you're really tight in the quads. And so if you can always just keep holding this position. This is a great position to be holding. Otherwise, if you're with me and you wanna try this one, again, we're not going directly on the knee, we're going on the upper sort of fleshier part. And then from here, taking that left hand and reaching back, trying to use your hand to help push that foot closer to the glute. Hi, Paru. So holding here, inhale, and exhale, inhale, and exhale, inhale, and exhale. All right, slowly releasing that foot down to the mat, and then picking that knee up off the floor. All right, from here, we're gonna flow it out. So bring that left foot back, and coming down into our chaturanga. Inhale to upward dog, and exhale, downward dog. So just breathing here. Maybe option to move around a little bit if that feels good for you. Otherwise, just holding stillness for this one. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. All right, stepping all the way to the top of the mat. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, arms down. All right, we're gonna do a little balance pose, and then we'll start bringing it down onto the mat. So from here, we're just gonna do tree pose. So I'll give you a couple options here. So option number one, if your balance is kind of not feeling great today, maybe you're keeping the toes on the ground, heel is coming up sort of to the calf, and just holding it here. Option two is maybe lifting to your foot so that it's just resting on the ankle, and just like this. And option three is maybe you're picking up that foot and bringing it to the top of the thigh. Option four, if you want to get a little bit more crazy, is maybe you're gonna come into lotus here and holding it here. So I'm gonna go with level three, or option three. So you pick whichever option feels good for your body this morning. The only option that you don't have is don't put it right on the knee. So from here, prayer hands, you can even lift your arms up or lift your arms out. So just find something that feels good for you this morning. Even lift the arms up and keep the palms together. So breathing here, inhale, and exhale, inhale, and exhale. If you're falling out of it, don't worry, just meet back in, having some fun. Last breath, inhale, and exhale. All right, slowly bring that foot back to meet it, meet the other one, and we're gonna go onto the other side. So just picking whichever variation you took on the first side, let's do the same thing on this side. So I'm gonna bring my foot up to my thigh. Now, if you are taking this option, try to press your thigh into the foot. That'll really help you gain your stability. And if another thing that can be really helpful is trying to find one spot on the ground and just focus on that. So breathing here. Again, if you fall out of it, don't worry about it. Inhale, and exhale, inhale, and exhale. Last breath here, inhale, and exhale. Hi, Self Hobby. Welcome. Slowly bring that foot down to meet the other one and coming back to the top of our mat. Let's bring it down to the mat. So inhale, arms up, and exhale, folding over the legs, stepping back or hopping, coming down into your last chaturanga. Inhale to upward dog, and exhale, downward dog. From here, we can have a little bit of fun. So either just finding your way to seated, or maybe trying to hop and go into seated. Add a little bit more heat this morning. All right. From here, we'll do one forward fold. So what we're going to do is I want you to flex your toes here. So I want you to flex your toes. If grabbing your toes isn't an option, that's totally fine. Then just find somewhere on your legs that you can grab. If you can grab your toes or your feet, then just grabbing sort of where the fleshy part is, where the ball of your foot is, and using this to help sort of bring the toes a little bit more forward and really try to get into the hamstrings here. So just breathing here, I want you to focus on having a nice flat back, looking up and over. So trying to get that chin almost like over the toes. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. All right, coming back up. So this time, I want to do a little bit of a back bend. So option to take bridge. I'm not going to go over a bridge. I'm going to go over, I'm trying to think, I totally blanked on what this pose is called right now, but we're going to go into this one. I don't know why I can't remember what it's called at the moment. But regardless, feel free to choose bridge pose if that feels better for you this morning. Otherwise, if you're with me, so coming up onto your knees, and we're going to take our hands behind our back, using this to support us. So from here, what we're going to do is just looking up, and then slowly making sure that your core is nice and fired up, making sure that you're tucking that tailbone, and then coming back here, looking up and back. Just breathing here, shoulders are down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Coming back, and let's take a child's pose just to counter this one. And thank you, Paru. Aw, thank you so much. So from here, let's just take a child's pose, kind of counter the back bend we just did. Bring the forehead down to the mat, just breathing here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. All right. Coming onto our backs, we'll come into one of our final poses before we go into Shavasana. So bringing our back onto the mat and hugging those knees in. So just breathing here, taking a few moments just for you. Inhale and exhale. Maybe coming into happy baby here, grabbing the bottom of the feet and bringing those knees out, maybe even rocking side to side. Seeing what that feels like. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. All right, from here we're going to go into a twist. So keeping that right knee hugged in, left leg's coming out. And then from here, right palm's coming out, left knee is coming over. So starting to feel this in a twist, trying to get this right shoulder down towards the mat to help keep you grounded. If that's not happening, don't worry about it. Just try and feel, you want to feel a nice sort of twist to the side. So just breathing here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. Coming back up. This time left knee staying in, right knee's coming out. Breathing here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. All right, right palm is coming onto the left knee. Left hand is coming out to help support you, and then slowly coming over to the right side. Again, trying to get this shoulder onto the mat, help you stay grounded. If that's not happening, don't worry. I want you to just focus on feeling a nice twist here in the side. Just breathing here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. All right, coming back to center, grabbing those knees one more time, maybe creating some circles here with the lower back, making sure to switch it up again, going the other side, just feeling what this feels like. And then when you're ready, let's make our way into Shavasana. So final pose for today, option to bring the legs up on the wall, option to come into diamond pose, option to bring the legs out. Just find anything that feels good. Hands can be on the belly, hands can be on the side. Just find something that feels comforting for you. Let's do 2 breaths together. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Starting to slow down your breath. Breathing here, finding yourself rooted, feeling grounded, and just taking these last few moments before we kind of get on and get started with our weekend. Just breathing here. And as you guys are getting settled, I'll read the quote of the week. So the quote of the week is from Janelle Monáe. Embrace what makes you unique, even if it makes others uncomfortable. I didn't have to become perfect because I've learned throughout my journey that perfection is the enemy of greatness. I think this is a really powerful quote because a lot of times our inner perfectionist will come out and, there really is no perfect. So I think it's so much better to just embrace who you are because it is so much better. Let's embrace our unique characteristics, what other people might talk to as being flaws. And let's try to love all those different aspects of ourselves. Because once we can let go of this vision of what perfect is or what our expectations are of ourselves, often what we find is something so much better. So I challenge you to just think about that. Think about if you let your inner perfectionist come in and prevent you from doing anything. Just listen to how you talk to yourself. Taking these last few breaths just for you. Seeing if that quote resonated at all, and if it didn't, just let it wash away. And finally, start waking up the body. So start wiggling those toes, wiggling those fingers, coming into a nice deep body stretch, stretching your arms and your legs in opposite directions, maybe wiggling them while you do it. And then coming over to whichever side feels like it needs a little love this morning or whatever time of day it is for you. Just bringing the head to relax on the arm, just for a breath. Inhale. and exhale. And then finally, let's come up and meet in seated. So before we close off the practice, just breathing here, we'll take 3 breaths together. We're going to inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last breath. Inhale and exhale. Thank you so much for joining me today in this practice. Thanks for sharing your energy. And thank yourself for making some time today for yourself. Namaste. So thank you everyone who joined me this week. I really love doing these live streams. I really love seeing all the comments coming through. So thank you all of you for coming on and being here. Hey Angie and David, I'm glad you like chaturanga, and I love that you like the quote. And so, you know, I'll stick around for a couple more minutes. If you guys have any questions, if you've got any comments, please let me know. I hope that that really got into the hips and into the legs a little bit, or the glutes it was for you guys. I hope that was a good pace. So let me know what you guys think. Also, let me know if you've got any comments or suggestions for next week, and happy to include that for next week. Oh, Dana, nice. Dana got up really early to come because she's 2 hours behind. And so that's awesome. And so, yeah, so just let me know what you think here around. If you've got any questions, if you've got any questions about the poses or anything like that, obviously happy to answer those as well. And yeah, and then last couple things is, if you haven't already, please subscribe if you enjoyed that session. Definitely hit that bell button and make sure you click all, otherwise it'll be personalized and sometimes you might not get all the updates. And we are doing the September challenge. So awesome. Thanks, Chris. I'm glad that that was what you needed. So I am doing the September challenge if anybody's interested. I know it's kind of, what's the date today? Oh, it's the 12th. I thought it was the 10th or the 11th. But anyways, that's the 12th. So I know we're 12 days into September, but it's always an awesome, it's always awesome to start new habits, especially if you are struggling like I was with drinking water and sleeping and a lot of those basic things that we all know we need, but sometimes we just don't make time to do those things. So definitely check out my Instagram, movewithjen.ca. We're posting stuff all the time. So awesome, Savannah. Yes. I'm glad your balance is better. And Chris, I'm glad you really love the high-low lunge dips. You know what? I've been wanting to do those the high-low dips for a while, and I keep forgetting to do them. So I'm hoping to add them into some more practices, because I think it's just a great way to also practice our balance and just kind of get that feeling in the hip flexors. Cool. It's so fun. Honestly, seeing all the comments on here really motivates me and really gets me excited that you guys are on here. You know, Dave and I are so excited to have everyone here, and it's just yeah, it's just so amazing. So, pardon? Oh, and Savannah is Dave's mom. So it's awesome to have Savannah here on our comments. This is the first comment she's ever done, so this is super awesome. So I know we can't really give her a round of applause, but I'm so excited she was able to do it. So yeah, so again, let me know if there's anything that you guys want to see next week or in upcoming videos. I'm always taking requests and trying to find and create content that you guys are finding valuable. So definitely let me know. Also, we've got a website. It's not as up to date as I would like it to be, because I try to get the YouTube videos and stuff up there, but I'm a little behind. But definitely check that out, movewithjen.ca. We collate all of the content on there, so you'll see Instagram. You'll see a little bit more about some of the classes and stuff that I try to teach and how I do it. Hey, my boy Kels, yes. with the lo-fi. So Kels Acosta actually got me into one of my new favorite music now, which is lo-fi jams. I think I'm saying that right. I might be blanking because I'm on film, but anyway, super awesome. So thanks for joining. All right, cool. So so we might end it here if there's no other comments or anything like that. Again, happy to stick around if there's any other questions, and otherwise just so humbled that all of you guys joined today and that you're here. It really does mean so much to both Dave and I, and it's so fun to keep growing with everybody. So awesome. Thank you, Paru. Thanks so much for joining. I have no idea what the time is like there for you, but I imagine it's pretty late in the evening. So I'm so glad that you liked the class. I hope you stay safe and definitely take care as well. All right, cool. So with that, I hope everyone has the most amazing weekend still. I hope you guys stay safe and just enjoy it. For us, we're kind of getting into fall weather, so we got to enjoy the outdoors while we can. And so just thanks again so much, everyone, and we'll see you next time. Okay, bye, everyone.